Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's good, YouTube? Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy Tank be chopping, back with another haircut tutorial. Check it out, man. What we gonna be doing on this cut is a low fade. We're leaving the top, we're letting the top grow. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this video. As you can see, I am taking my trimmer. This is the Stylecraft Saber, the white edition, and we're balding out my client in that low fade type shape. You know, I like to come slightly over the ear and then drop it down below the occipital bone in the back. Then I got the trimmers in my hand. This is a weekly client. So what I like to do when I have weekly clients, I like to go ahead and line them up, at least for the most part, right? So I am gonna go ahead and line up the beard. As y'all can see, I did the back of the beard, now I'm doing the top. Getting that curve in there, you know, he likes it nice and curved, trying not to take it too far down, trying to make everything look on point before we move on. And the reason why I do it like this is, a lot of people always ask me, like, Tank, why you tend to line up your clients before you're done with the haircut? And the reason for that is it just makes it easier on me. It's a little more efficient for me. It's a little quicker. So, you know, when you're in the barbershop, you don't want to take too much time. Obviously, yes, you want to take your time, but you don't want to take too much time cutting your client's hair. So I feel, since I got the trimmers in my hand already, I balded them out, I might as well line up that beard, especially since I can still see the line due to him coming in weekly. So I'm gonna go ahead and line them up. For me, it's just a way to move a little quicker and more efficient. So try this out, especially if you have weekly clients. You can even do it on some bi-weekly clients and still get a good product, right? But try this out and let me know what you think about this down in the comments. But with that being said, as you can see, I am finishing up lining up this side of my client's beard. You know, we got the curve on the beard, we got under the neck, the lip, the mustache, the goatee area, and then we're going to be doing the same exact thing to the other side. Not taking too much hair off, just taking the amount of hair we need to take off to have that shape that the client wants, right? And as y'all can see, I am adding that C-cup in there as well. And the reason for that is it just helps flow into the beard. You know what I'm saying? It helps me get a better overall look of what the beard connecting to the haircut is gonna look like, right? Now we're gonna go ahead and line him up under the chin area, the neck area, take off all that hair with the trimmer, hit the back of the beard as well, hit the goatee. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, everything you need to do for the beard lineup, I'm going to go ahead and do now. And then what you can do as well is you can actually also line up the vertical bar and the front edge up if you want. I tend to leave that to after I'm done with the haircut, because for me, it just works a little better that way, right? But now I am going to go ahead and take that shaver. I am using the Gamma Exceed shaver. And as y'all can see here, we're just getting everything down to that razor length, taking our time, and then we are going to be going over the face as well. And then once again, guys, the reason for me going over the face right now is I got the shaver in my hand. I like to go over the face with the shaver as well, because it just makes it easier for me when it comes to doing my razor work. Makes the razor glide a little better. It just makes it easier for me, right? So that's another reason why I do this. I try to work smarter, not harder, right? So try this out as well and let me know what y'all think about this technique also. But once we got that done, we're going to go ahead and fade in the beard. As you can see, I'm going in with my clipper lever open. I am using the Stylecraft Rebel 2.0. If y'all want to purchase these, you can go to stylecraftus.com. Use my discount code TANK10 on that website. But we're going to continue to fade in the beard, clipper open, and then one guard. Now I'm going to set in my next guideline with my clipper open, and I'm following the same shape that I got on that blend. As y'all can see, same shape as followed, just with the clipper open coming up about 3/4 of an inch. Then I'm doing the same exact thing with my number 1 guard. So the clipper is open, following the same shape that I originally created, going over it a couple times just to make sure we're being nice and consistent with it. And then once that is done, we're going to put that number 2 guard on there. Once again, guys, we following that same shape with that number 2 guard open, going over it a couple times just to really, you know, make sure that we're nice and consistent. Then I'm going to close that number 2 guard, come down a little bit, and try to blend in that section. Then we're going to go in with our number 3 guard lever open. And since we didn't cut the top, this may or may not blend into the top. We may have to go in with a number 4 guard, which we are going to do here in a minute. But I'm doing my 3 open and 3 closed first, seeing exactly what it does, you know what I'm saying? And since it wasn't faded in completely, we're gonna go ahead and move to that number 4 guard, lever close, coming up to that parietal ridge area. And as y'all can see, I'm flicking my clipper and I'm floating my clipper, right? I don't wanna go into the head shape. I don't wanna actually make it too round and push it into the head shape or the top of the head, the crown area, or not the crown area, but just the top of the head above the parietal ridge. So that's the reason why I am floating the clipper a little bit. Then we're gonna revert back to, I believe this is my number 2 guard, and we're gonna come in with the clipper close, basically trying to blend out all these lines that we see in the blend, right? So that number 2 is getting that line a little softened. We are gonna have to come in with that 1.5 guard since we didn't use the 1.5 guard earlier. That's what we're using now, and that is really gonna help get that section of the blend blended out. And then once again, guys, you can use your lever if you need to. If you need to adjust your clipper open or halfway open, do what you need to do on that part of the blend to make it look right. Now we're going back down to the half guard, 1/16 guard, lever open, and we're going to be adjusting our lever closed little by little, working our way down. And then once you kind of know what you're doing, you may not even adjust it like the lever all the way closed. You may do open and then halfway and then closed, or you may do open, close, and then halfway. But it's because you kind of have an idea of what you're doing, so you actually know, how you want the haircut to look, what exactly the clipper does when you adjust it close, halfway, and whatever. So once you're actually a little more seasoned in the game, you can kind of work that way. But I would suggest going in with the clipper open, halfway open, and then all the way closed, just to really be nice and consistent with it. And then, so a lot of times what happens with the dub guards is it doesn't blend out that clipper open section unless you have a stretch lever. And since I don't have a stretch lever on this clipper, there was a faint line. So I like to take my tight guard, my tight 1/16 guard, and that really helps transition that clipper open into that 1/16 guard on the dub guards. And this is just an extra step. You don't need to do this, you know what I'm saying? You might just want to use the 1/16, the tight guard, because it does cut a little closer. So do whatever works better for you. For me, this is just what works, and I don't, it works, so I ain't really tripping on it. But as y'all saw me do there, I did go in with my 1 guard, do a little bit of detail work. Now I'm trying to erase that bottom line with my clipper halfway open, and then adjusting it closed little by little, working my way down, and then also doing a little bit of lever play to really get this part of the blend to come together. Now here is my trimmer, and we're gonna attack that bottom line a little bit, really try to erase it, and then we're gonna move on to the lineup. And as y'all see, I start off in the middle of my client's head, setting my initial bald guideline, if you will, or initial initial edge up line. I don't know what you want to call it. Setting our initial line and then working our way over to that vertical bar. And then we are gonna do a little bit of detail work. So when you're doing the detail work, guys, you can use whatever guard you feel is necessary. Maybe a half guard, maybe a 1/16, maybe a 2 guard. Just use whatever you feel, whatever you see with your barber's eye and you know you need to touch up on, go ahead and do that part now. And now that that is done, we're moving on to the razor edge up. And as you can see, we're just going over all these lines that we created with our trimmer at the beginning of the haircut, or earlier on in this haircut, getting everything down. And once again, since I went over the face already with the shaver, with the electric shaver, it makes it super easy for me to let this straight edge razor just glide. This is the Masaki Katana blade holder. I am using Masaki blades, so check them out, MasakiShears.com. Discount code TANK15 on that website. But as you can see, we are stretching that skin, pulling that skin tight, and then we're angling our razor blade to make sure that we don't nick the client. But check it out, man. This is the finished product. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this haircut down in the comment section. If y'all like this video, please make sure to smash that like button. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe one time for your boy. Remember, guys, if you're in the Houston, Texas area and want a haircut from your boy, you can go to my website, tankbechopping.com. You can book there. I greatly appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time, let's go.